Tebow and the Broncos gained momentum with each comeback win. His prayerful pose at the end of games became a national sensation. You kneel down, what is now known as Tebowing. Tell me about that moment.
Well, for me, that's just, it's a great opportunity in a public platform to get on a knee and humble myself and thank the Lord for all the blessings that He has put in my life, and which I'm so very thankful for. And just the sign of getting on a knee shows humility and shows that you're putting something else or someone else first. And that's why I do it. And I started it at Florida when I just went to the corner of the end zone and got on a knee, just so I'm a little bit by myself, so I can get a quick prayer in, and then also get a few jumps, and I sprint down the sideline. That's kind of like my final routine, and then I'm like ready for the game. And I've been doing that for the last 6 or 7 years, and I guess this year just kind of caught on a little bit more.
What do you think of the Tebowing, the people taking pictures all over the world, the fact that it became a phenomenon?
Well, I've heard that the greatest form of flattery is imitation, and so I guess, that's pretty cool. But I think just that prayer is being talked about is pretty cool. And, sometimes it's jokes, sometimes it's serious, but either way, it's still being talked about. And, that's not why I do it. But I still think it's pretty cool.
Did you try to mitigate any kind of resentment for you getting all of the attention, knowing that there were a lot of people who were contributing?
I hope my teammates knew my heart and what I put into it, and that there's very little that I can control with things like that, and they know me as a person and who I am. So hopefully that overrides the rest of it.
How has your life changed since you've become even more famous than you already were before the start of the season?
I guess, sometimes people try to get a little bit more out of me, but, for me, my life hasn't really changed. Who I am and, who I surround myself with, I'm just the same kid, and, I just, love hanging out with my close friends and family, and, just being a normal 24-year-old.
Is it hard to have a social life?
Sometimes, and I actually am someone that really likes to socialize and meet new people, and so that sometimes can be difficult, and it's, definitely one of the cons, of what I do, but, the pros so outweigh the cons. Being able to walk into a hospital and share with kids, being able to be part of building a hospital and be part of all the things that we're doing right now, the pros so outweigh the cons, so I'm very thankful for that.
Tell me about that process that you learned in college to really block out criticism and doubters. How did that come about?
Well, you have so many different people talking about you, what you might accomplish, what you might not accomplish, how you're good, how you're bad, how you'll never make it, and so all these different things. And if you listen to all of them, then your life is going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be so many ups and downs. And, thankfully, because of my faith and my family and the support staff I have, I don't have to live that roller coaster. My life doesn't have to be up and down, because I'm so blessed to live my dream every single day. And, playing in the NFL, and if you were to ask me when I was 6 years old that, I would be a quarterback for the Denver Broncos, I would have said that would be a dream come true.
To me, he's a winner. He's out there willing to do whatever it takes to win. This is a Hail Mary pass play, right?
Jesus will never leave you.
Can he throw the ball well enough? I would say I don't think he can.
Why do you think that you're so polarizing?
I'm not sure. I think a little bit has to do with, my faith, and then, being at the University of Florida, we're, Gator Nation's everywhere, and then going to a great organization, the Denver Broncos, which has, so many passionate fans, that might have a little bit to do with it, but, I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
Things are happening around you, like, you throw a touchdown pass and it breaks records on Twitter, right? Even Lady Gaga's tweeting about you. How much are you aware of the storm that you caused, of everything that was happening?
Well, somewhat aware of it. I try not to pay too much attention to it, and I think the one thing that I try to always realize is no matter what's happening or how many tweets or whatever's happening or people watching, that doesn't change anything about me. I'm still the same kid and the same person, and just because you can play a sport or people know who you are, that doesn't make you any more special than anybody else. Material things aren't something to really be proud about because they can be gone in an instant, but the relationships that you have with people and what you can do for other people and investing in other people's lives, that's what's going to matter, and that's what's going to ultimately, decide whether I have a life of significance or I don't, is the people that I can invest in, the people that I can help in the lives that I can change, and the lives that I can touch.
Still to come, where does the youngest of 5 get that trademark intensity? Next on Face to Face.